What's up, my beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. First and foremost, I want to say thank you so much to take the time out of your beautiful day just to click on this garden video that I share with you. I really appreciate your time you spend here with me on this channel. I hope this kind of garden video that I share with you, it help you out in some form of way. You learn something from it. It motivates you. It give you the push to start your little backyard garden if you don't start one as yet. Guys, it's very important. You grow what you eat and eat what you grow as possible. Today, guys, I'm gonna share something with you, and is a must. If you is a gardener, there is 5 radish you have to put in the ground in September if you want something to harvest in 25 days or less. Radish is the thing you need to put in the ground, and I have 5 different radish that I'm gonna put in the ground today, and I'm gonna harvest them the end of September. And the first one, guys, is French breakfast. Wow, very interesting name. And the second one is Champion. Wow, very interesting name. And the third one is Cherry Bell. And the next one is White Icicle. And the next one is Watermelon. Guys, these 5 radish I'm gonna put in the ground today, and I'm gonna harvest them the end of this month. So if you want something, if you want to plant something like now, put something in the ground like now and harvest them in the same very month in September, this is the one. Radish is the thing you need to put in the ground. This is what I'm gonna put in the ground today. Guys, I'm in zone 8, and the 10th and 11th is a good below the ground planting sign. But I love to plant, I love to, like, if I'm putting something, if I'm planting something or sowing something, whatever, and I don't like to do it on the very day of the sign. Like the 10th and 11th is a good below the ground planting sign. I don't like to put my radish in the ground on the 10 and 11. I love to give it like 5 days out. You understand me, I say? Because it's gonna take like 3, 4, 5 days to germinate the seeds. So by the time it starts to push down in the ground, it's gonna be the right sign. You understand me, I say? So I love to give it, like, you know me, I say, a couple days out before I plant it. If I know that 3 days from now it's gonna be a good above the ground planting sign or below the ground planting sign whatsoever, I love to give it like 3 days. That's how I do it. But guys, I have some green bean in my garden that I'm gonna pull up to make way to put these radish. I already pick off all the beans off the tree off camera because I don't want to make the video too long, because I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna prepare my bed before I sow these radish in it. So I make sure I go through them and I pick off all the bean, and I'm gonna pull them up. I know I can get more harvesting out of those beans, but because I have several other beans in my garden that come in, so I just remove those one. You understand me, I say? That's why it's very important you plant stuff in stages. If you want to always have something to harvest, just plant stuff in stages. So come with me, let me go and prepare the bed to put these radish in. Let's go. So the first beans I'm gonna remove is this one over here. As I said, I have a lot of young bean on the tree, but because I have several other beans in my garden, I can always remove. I don't have to stretch it out too much. I can always remove these beans. I see a couple on the tree right here. I'll pick them off. I go through it, but you know you're gonna miss some. So I'm gonna leave this right here, guys. I'm coming back shortly. I know I always put back my bean, my old plant back in my bed. I always like put back the old plant back in the bed. If you follow my channel, you already know what I do. What I want to do, I want to kind of like plow up this bed because I want it to have some lump in it. When you're sowing seed, it's best you make your bed have some lump in it. don't sow it on a flat surface. For some reason, you get a very big, when you're harvesting, you're gonna get a very big size radish. When you make the bed, kind of a lump like. Don't flatten the surface. Gonna remove this one over here now. Very quick and easy. That's why I love to do gardening in raised bed, because for some reason I don't have a lot of weed to pick out. I could get a couple more harvesting out of this bean tree, but as I said before, I have a couple more in my garden that's coming. I'm gonna prepare all these beds, the 5 beds, before I start to plant, before I start to sow the radish. This is not really a garden tool, you know, the spear, but I always use it because it works for me so well. One next bed right over here beside me, I'm gonna remove them too. This one. I'm gonna put in some more peas as well in my garden, probably sometime next week, because I have so many peas in my garden right now. I mean bean in my garden. I also planted some peas yesterday, because I have so many beans in my garden. I'm not gonna really rush to the plant right now. Probably gonna give myself like probably 2-3 weeks more before I plant any more beans, because I have a lot in my garden right now. Let's go and prepare our next bed over here. And guys, if you look behind me right here, you can see I have a next bed of bean over here that coming. I never harvest from this yet, this just coming up. And I have a couple more in my garden as well. So let me do what I always do, yank out the middle. So now let me put my seed in the ground, and the first one I'm gonna sow right here is the cherry bell. And guys, when you're sowing these seeds, you have to make sure you do it very lightly, because you want to scatter them. You don't want them to bundle up one place. Very lightly you have to do them. Very lightly, guys. Because these don't good at like transplant them. You want like you remove them and plant them somewhere else. Them don't do good like that. They barely, you know. You can use your hand and go over it, because guess what? Ants will take away your seeds. Trust me, guys. Ants will take away your seed. Make sure you go over it a little bit and try to cover them, because ants will surely take away your seed. Let's go over our next bed right here. Let's leave this white icicle. I'm gonna put right here. Remember, guys, do it very lightly. Very, very lightly, guys. Remember, just barely cover the, just barely run your finger over the soil and cover them, because ants will take away your seeds. Go to the next bed. I have 3 more. The French breakfast up here. Remember, do them lightly, very lightly. Take your hand, just run over it. You want to cover the seeds. You don't want ants to take them away, because the time is still hot, so the ants them still out. I have to do it this way because I don't use chemical on my stuff. I have 2 more to go. Over here, I'm gonna put the watermelon. Remember, guys, do it very lightly. I got the last pack to go. Last but not least, champion. So guys, make sure you put in some radish, carrot, turnip, beech. Let me show you something, guys. Next week I have a lot of cherry tomato to harvest. Look on these already. Wow. I have to stay far away from these cherry tomato, because guys, I'm not lying, I eat a lot of the tree already. If you can look at these, one that right here, that gone, I eat off all these, guys. I'm telling you, I just come outside and just eating cherry tomato. I just love them. So next week we're gonna harvest some cherry tomato together. As you can see, I'm sweating because I was working. But guys, I hope you learned something from this video today that I share with you, and I hope you start to put some radish seed down in the ground, or carrot seed, or turnip seed, or beet seed, because you can do it this month, next month, November, because these kind of seeds, they love the cooler temperature, and the time is getting cool. So now I'm gonna put in a lot of carrot, beech. As you see, I put in 5 bed of radish. Next time I'm gonna put in some beech, I'm gonna put in some carrot, I'm gonna put in some turnip, because those kind of vegetables, they love the cooler climate. And as I said before, the time is getting very cool. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate your time you spend here with me on this channel. These green bean, yellow bean, and purple bean, that I pick out of those bean tree before I pull them out. I'm gonna go inside right now and clean up these and make me a fresh cup of green juice to cool me down. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if it's the first time you're stopping by. Have a great day.